Hello everyone, Miss Magius Fan 82 here, playing some more Plague Inc. Evolved. So what I'm going to do is do some cure mode with the bacteria on normal difficulty, do some zombie plague, or the coronavirus as it's called in this game, the parasite, and my favourite, the Neurax Worm. Well, that and the parasite, but yeah. So let's get started with cure mode by calling it this random name that it randomly picked, oral phalasia. Admittedly, it has been a while since I've played this, so we'll start off by... Okay, so it's been detected and reported in South Africa, so we will send our crew down to there, South Africa. Infection control, so this will allow our field operatives to reduce infections and the fatality rate. So we'll get that, and we'll get hand washing. So bacteria, you generally don't need to quarantine the countries if you play your cards right. So 10 resources to start the vaccine research. We'll get some PPE, level 1 and 2. Okay, so the infections are going down in South Africa. We'll start researching the vaccine. We'll accelerate and add the manufacturing. And we'll go for public awareness to reduce the infection. So emergency preparation is also pretty good. Okay, so infections are pretty high in East Africa. Where is Zimbabwe? tired some Barbary, so we'll send our crew there. So field research will allow your field operatives to research a vaccine, so it'll increase the research rate, and it's more effective if you put it in the country of origin. So mask wearing will significantly reduce infection. So we'll try and go for that next. So this is convalescent plasma, so that's only cost 5 resources and will reduce the fatality rate and increase the vaccine research speed, which is pretty good. Contact tracing. Madagascar's getting pretty high, so we'll try and lower the infections there. Research into the vaccine is nearly done. Significantly reduces fatality rate, so we'll go for that. And critical care, we'll go for self-isolate and critical care. Now we'll go for manufacturing treaty. So the research is complete. Oh, Germany's pretty high, 66,000. So we'll send a crew to Germany, even though it's not going to matter because the vaccine got produced and manufactured so quick. That will also go for some extra authority. Get that back up to 80. And orophagia has been eradicated. The disease has been completely wiped out, although many people died. Most of humanity survived thanks to your competent leadership. And victory! And three biohazards or 3 stars, so... Anyway, that was cure mode on bacteria. Now we will go for the necrovirus or the zombie virus, whatever you like to call it. Been a while since I've done it, so I'm going to do it on casual. And I've named it after the movie, the old one that came out whenever it was in that remake that had Ving Rhames and that in it. And I think the lead actress's name in it was, who was it? Sarah Polley, I think. So... And we'll go for bats. Think what would happen in real life. Plague Inc. is a hyper-realistic model of the world. Plan your strategy and evolve your disease accordingly by spending DNA points. Warning, necrovirus identified. Dawn of the Dead is a necrovirus. It has extreme regenerative abilities combined with aggressive metabolic demands, but most of its genetic structure is a mystery. Brains. Now, I will probably get a lot of points in that, seeing how this is on casual, but... And yes, the necrovirus does have some pretty banging music, pretty cool theme. Next to the vampire plague. So we will go for some drug resistance. Scientists concerned about Dawn of the Dead. Early analysis of Dawn of the Dead in Afghanistan has identified cellular regenerative abilities which could cause tumors. Government promises to take action. Well, I wouldn't have thought Afghanistan... I cannot speak. Afghanistan, there we go. I didn't think they would have had that sort of capability to research bloody coronaviruses or any viruses for that matter. But there you go. And it is time to unleash the horde. Cannibalism? Now it is important to remember you must get horde instincts so you can get your zombies to travel across the world. And now Z-Com's got it coming. Okay. So the Caribbean hasn't been infected, Canada hasn't been infected. Well, that is about to change. Now, it has been a while, but I think from memory, once you start creating zombies, they can't cure it because obviously they're zombies, so... To Sweden! Go, go, go! Sweden! Before Z-Com becomes too strong! And it doesn't help when you're getting all these things all at once! Ah, that is why I am failing. Because everywhere else is dead. Oh, nah. I won. Never mind. Dawn of the Dead and its zombies have consumed humanity. There is nothing left. And another 3-star performance or 3 biohazard symbols. Alrighty, time for the Parasite. And again, this will just be on casual and a random name. Poison Pandemic sounds good. Of course, I could have gone with the Goa'uld from Stargate SG-1, one of my favourite TV shows of all time, since they were considered parasites by some, or the symbiote. And we'll go with Saudi Arabia as the origin country. Tip: parasite disease type. Poison Pandemic is a parasite. Parasitic lifestyle prevents the player getting DNA points by infecting people. DNA bubbles are the best way to get points. Poison Pandemic infects hundreds. Poison Pandemic has infected hundreds in Saudi Arabia, increasing the chance that an infected person will infect a healthy person. Keep evolving your disease. And it has hit East Africa and Iran. Extreme bioaerosol. Pathogen bypasses air water filters due to adaptive cellular shell, increases infectivity, especially in humid and arid climates, and plane ship transmission, which is a good thing. So, bloody Aussies freaking making a bloody freaking resistant. So, symbiosis, parasite becomes more in tune with host, making it less likely to be noticed. So, we'll grab that quickly. And drug resistance and cold resistance. Yes, Greenland up here always seems to be the bane of every Plague Inc. evolved player's existence, since they can be quite troublesome as in terms of getting them infected. So where hasn't been hit? Philippines, Caribbean and Greenland are the only island countries left. Well, there's the Philippines. So we only need Greenland to get infected. See, the problem is Greenland only has a dock of one boat port, so if they close that off, close the border, the sea border, well, you're kind of screwed, because then you can't infect them. And there's Greenland. Good. So every country is now infected. So we'll go for rash, sweating, since this will increase infections in coughing, pneumonia, sneezing has mutated, free symptom, good stuff. There are no healthy people left in the world. The last healthy person on the planet recently became infected with poison pandemic, so that means we can start knocking them off. So immune suppression can be lethal. Pulmonary fibrosis, immune suppression, total organ failure, because that will really ramp up the lethality, coma, because that will make it harder to cure, seizures, insanity, systematic infection. Ooh, 17 points. So you're gonna kind of need to go for ones that really ramp up the lethality. Ooh, systematic infection mutated. Good. Tumors. Pathogen disrupts cell growth pathways, causing uncontrolled, eventually fatal tumor growth, which is good because that's what we want. We really want to up the lethality. And internal hemorrhaging, so that will up the lethality again, which is also good, although we mightn't get enough points for it. veins working on the cure. And 34%. So the genome has been fully sequenced. Poison Pandemic has had its genome fully sequenced by scientists. Who researchers say that a breakthrough could help cure efforts. So this will probably give a significant boost to the vaccine. So we will go for some genetic reshuffle to put a little bit of a delay on the cure. Or buy some time anyway. Excuse me. Paralysis, interesting. Vomiting or diarrhea. Let's make our parasite give everyone diarrhea. And we'll buy some more time with a genetic reshuffle. Because we know everyone's infected, so... And as you can see on the bottom right hand corner, the lethality is pretty amped up, so... Although inflammation obstructs bodily processes, swelling can obstruct breathing and be fatal, so why not make it just that little bit more lethal? And since we've still got a few points, can be fatal when combined with intense exercise. Oh yes, up that lethality even more. Even more lethality, and you can see it, how it's increasing on the bottom right. You can see that little bar, how far it'll go up if I pick fever, which is what we'll be doing. Poison Pandemic to eradicate humans. Poison Pandemic has destroyed the world. Its best efforts. The last few humans lie dying in holes with no chance of survival. Victory! Poison Pandemic has successfully eliminated all life on Earth. And another 3-star free biohazard performance. But anyway, on to my final plague. And my favourite one of all, the Neurax Worm. So there are many different ways you can do this. You can either go for the mind control ending or basically kill everyone off. And we will be doing this on Mega Brutal. And yes, I have already called it Make It Brain. And we'll start off in my home country of Australia. Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. So now I could accidentally stuff this up by going for this early, but and then we'll start going for these ones. Actually, I'm going to quickly restart this. Make It Brain begins in Australia. Make It Brain has infected its first human weak but used to hot temperatures. It must evolve using DNA points to infect more people. Neurax Worm emerges. Make It Brain is a Neurax worm, undiscovered for thousands of years. Now humans have entered its natural habitat and given it means to spread. So yes, the Neurax worm probably is one of the easiest plagues to do, especially once you get the Trojan planes, which I'll show you once we get the ability to do them. But Danish Mafia becoming too powerful. Recent events involving the Danish Mafia have prompted the German Chancellor to commission a new investigation into organised crime and antisocial behaviour. So yes, the Neurax Worm, once you get Trojan planes up to level 3 and this, or once it'll let me do it, because obviously I can't, well I can pick them, so there we go, we should start getting Trojan planes soon. So once we get this one, I'll show you the next ability, which will make life a little bit easier. And that's Trojan roamers. So every time you use a Trojan plane to infect a country, it will increase the infectivity. And this can be extremely useful on countries that are very good at researching the cure, countries like the US, the UK, Canada, Australia. So, yeah. And Trojan planes can also be quite handy in infecting annoying countries like Greenland, Iceland, the Caribbean, Madagascar, the Philippines, Papua New Guinea. And Make It Brain has spread to China. Social media platform running low on sticky tape. I wonder if that's X or Facebook. Oh no, Elon won't be able to use sticky tape for X anymore. Tsunami hits New Guinea. Extreme tsunami hits New Guinea. WHO analysis expects significant loss of life despite existence of early warning systems. So that being said, that means using this will increase the infectivity because of the tsunami, so we'll go for that. And here we go with our first Trojan plane, and let's go with Canada, because they always seem to be a bit of a pain in the ass at times. So we need 25 points for the final level of Air Free. Ooh, the US hasn't been hit yet either. Where hasn't been infected yet? The Caribbean, Iceland, and most of Europe. Devotion, we need 21 points. Caribbean hasn't been infected yet, so we'll go for the Caribbean. Sweden hasn't been infected. Transcendence, this is the big one. Once we get it, the worm will start mind controlling everyone, which means they'll stop working on the cure, but unfortunately it cost a lot of DNA points, so I could possibly fail here. Who's working on the cure the most? China. Shivers, I need to go for some genetic reshuffling. Who's working on it next? Finland. Okay, so we can get Transcendence. And now hopefully we need genetic reshuffling now to... I don't think I'm gonna make this Central Europe. Nope, I'm not gonna make it. $31 points. Nah, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not going to make it. I am going to have to start all over again. Make it brain to be eradicated. Defeat. See, I should have gone for more infectivity earlier instead of the path I did. Because that is the first time in a while I have actually failed the Neurax Worm on Mega Brutal. See, generally, like I said, once you start getting the Trojan planes and whatnot, you want to like bomb the countries that are researching the cure the most. So. UK votes for Brexit in referendum. Voters in the UK vote to leave the EU. Remainers are concerned that this could severely damage the UK, but Leavers claim it will be fine. Unclear when Brexit will actually happen. So now that we've got Transcendence a bit early, it should... Especially if we bomb the countries that are researching the cure the most. So at this stage it's Norway, France and Canada. So they're the ones we want to target. Norway hasn't even been infected yet. Now it's Finland. So, brain hemorrhaging causes ruptures of the brain. So we've pretty much got every anti-cure ability and symptoms. So, Finland is still leading the way in research. So we need to attack Finland. In fact, they haven't even been infected, or now they have. Morocco and West Africa are the only countries left to be infected. Now just Morocco. Holy dooly, that's a lot of DNA points, 52. So every country's been infected. Sweden is leading the way in cure efforts. So Iceland, Baltic states, Russia. And see, this is what I mean. If you use your Trojan planes to attack the countries that are researching the cure the most, yes. Baltic states have been a bit problematic. But not anymore. There are no healthy people left in the world. The last healthy person on the planet recently became infected with Make It Brain. Make It Brain enslaves humanity. The whole world worships Make It Brain as their god and master. Efforts to cure the plague have ceased, and humanity is entering a dark new future as a slave species. All hail the worm, the mighty Neurax Worm. Victory! And 4 biohazards. Or 4 stars. So yeah, so that's probably the key to beating the Neurax Worm on Mega Brutal. The only reason why I really failed it the first time is because I should have went for infectivity like the level 3 air and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, you just see what I did, so you can follow it along if you want, but then you got statistics. So I have created 59.8 billion zombies. And my favourite disease is the Neurax Worm. Favourite scenario is bacteria. I've also created 23.7 million apes in the Planet of the Apes disease, or virus, or what the heck's that called again in that movie? I can't remember, it's been so long. The simian flu. And the shadow plague is the vampire one, which also, next to the coronavirus, also has a really catchy, cool theme music. I won't actually play it, but I'll just start it so we can have a bit of a listen. Sanguinaire Vampirus, and yes, that is a Elder Scrolls Skyrim or Oblivion reference, as that's what it's called on those particular series of games. Something is waking. Centuries ago, a human close to death was infected by a sentient pathogen, the Shadow Plague. Buried deep underground, the human was slowly consumed and transformed. Choose where your vampire emerges. The Shadow Plague has fully mutated the DNA of its host into a being of great power. Now driven by eternal hunger, it is time to join the world. This time humanity will fall. Well, I'm not going to really choose a starting country because I've only started this up so you can hear the theme song for the Shadow Plague. But yes, that was the Shadow Plague theme. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you happen to check out the video, or if you're just checking it out for the first time, welcome. Welcome to my channel, Miss Magius Fan 82. Also, be sure to check out my brothers and friends' channel, Rumbo Gamer, Ben Torino, Chris Lionheart. I will leave their links down below in the description if you want to check them out. But goodbye for now. Have a good one.